correctly with the correct amount.
That was Blood Drunk by Children of Bodom from their Blood Drunk album. They've just released a new CD called Skeletons in the Closet. You can order both CDs and many more by logging on to www.cobhc.com or myspace.com/Children of Bodom. Be sure to check out their current Blood Drunk tour dates in the USA and Canada. They are playing with both Metablade artists, The Black Dahlia Murder and Skeleton Witch. 3 great brutal fierce bands, so don't miss their killer live performance. Hi, DJ Tina here, host of HMTV Canada Easy. Please welcome Hanka, bassist for Children of Bodom. Hi Hanka, how is your Blood Drunk tour going? Are you receiving a great turnout of fans attending?
It's going good. It's going good. So it's actually almost 4.5 years since the album came out, so it's pretty long time ago. So it's really cool to be still able to do some good shows here, especially in the States, because we've been here for several times, and in Canada too. Actually, this is the first time we're headlining Canada, this album actually.
Wow.
But yeah, but it's good. It's been good.
Any wild, crazy stories to tell from this tour so far to date?
This tour, well, we've been only out a couple of weeks now. What happened? We started in South America. It was pretty tight schedule there. I don't think there's anything too crazy happening. It was a lot of fun. We were touring with Amorphis, one of my favorite times ever. So a really nice thing for me personally to be able to tour with Amorphis.
I realized the No Fear Energy tour was cut short due to circumstances the band couldn't control. But on a positive note, how did they like playing alongside Lamb of God?
Oh, we've been playing with them for several times. We know the guys personally pretty well, and we get along really well. So on a personal level, it's really easy and really pleasure to be with them. And then on the other hand, they're such a good live band, so it's such a good music. So it's also really nice to kind of like influence stuff as well. And then third point is that they're huge on the American soil, so it's a great advantage for us to be able to play with them before this. So I'd say that all in all, it's great to be at Lamb of God.
Are you playing alongside with Skeleton Witch and the Black Dahlia Murder?
Yeah. Skeleton Witch is a new band for us. We didn't know them. I just know the name. And actually, we have been touring with Black Dahlia earlier. They're funny guys and quite brutal music, which I've started to like it now that I've been hearing them a lot. So that's always a good thing also, because I never heard their half now in the live, so it's actually picking up songs. It's really good. Skeleton Witch guys are also really cool, so it's fun to have with these both guys.
Can you tell us about your latest release, Blood Drunk, such as the songs and the lyrics and what they're about?
Yeah, it's our latest release, which is usually in my case, it's always been the latest stuff. It's always the most interesting, naturally, it's new stuff. And we were working for this stuff almost half a year, and turned out to be, I think it turned out to be the most aggressive thing we have ever done when it comes to music. And I don't think the lyrics, even though I'm not responsible for the lyrics, but I know that there's a lot of kind of like aggression going on. But then I think it's due to some personal things that Alex has been going through the past couple of years. Luckily, those things have been just mainly physical stuff, breaking bones and drinking too much. But still, I think that's where the aggression comes in this album too.
Yeah, I noticed it's more fierce in sound than some of your previous albums. Who helped with the mixing and mastering of your last CD?
Mixing and mastering has been done the same guy who had been actually mixing and mastering the last 3 albums. So pretty much, and also the recording dude was same as when Ari did it. So the team is pretty much same. We're just in another studio. Maybe that of course that has something to do with it as well. But I think the main thing is about just personal experience, songwriting itself, that hasn't changed. Well, we changed nothing, but there's some sort of internal change coming from somewhere. I don't know where. Somehow.
Okay. Most of your lyrical content, are they based on beliefs, sin, greed, and addiction, or just issues in everyday life?
It's more like everyday life things. It's the very, very, very normal things, I would say. And that's why I think that's when I get a lot of feedback about the lyrics, and usually it's just because people can somehow relate themes. And I've heard a lot of stories in helping a lot of people to be able to read that kind of stuff and think that you're not the only one who's actually experienced that in your life. But yeah, so they're most of the stuff are very normal everyday life things. They're about those match.
So it serves as a release to when you write these songs and you just start singing them, you get that and it relieves that tension.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I see your point. Now, do you have a lot of fans giving you feedback saying that they have experienced the same situation in their life from that song?
Well, I've been getting a lot of, not a lot, but a surprisingly lot of feedback about the lyrics. We grew up in Finland and we grew up listening to English music and we didn't even know what people were singing about. So that's why the lyrics have never been a big thing for us, I would say. So it's always surprising to hear a lot of feedback from their own,
That's awesome.
own stuff when it comes to lyrics. Then it's been always really nice to see that, it'd be helping here and there some people. Is good. Of course, I don't know if there's some negative effects that I don't know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you'd hear it if you knew about it. I haven't heard anything bad in what I've listened to so far. I like what I'm hearing.
All right, good.
Yeah. I love metal, so
Right.
I really dig the live performance and the graphic effects from your videos, Hell on My Trail and Blood Drunk. Who helped with the production of these videos, and where on location were they filmed at?
So we have been the past 2 years we've been using this German company called Catapult, and we've been using the same director. It's a girl called Santa Marschner, and I don't know, she's been just having really cool ideas, and we've been usually located in somewhere in Germany. This time, Blood Drunk video was done in some old East German village where used to be an old some sort of Soviet village or whatever, that has been closed down for several decades. Totally empty and totally spooky, but still totally preserved because it is secured so that people cannot get in there. So it's secured, but it's still totally abandoned. So it's kind of very, very, very creepy place.
That's where Hollywood needs to go to make their movies, I think, for sure.
That was one of the weirdest things that I ever seen. It's total a complete village or town, but then you can see that there's nobody being there. So I think when Germany was united, a couple of decades, nobody's been there, but still it's been totally secured so that there's no sabotage or anything.
Well, that's awesome. Some of the best buildings are in Europe, and I think some of the best movies could be made over there.
Yeah, there's all kinds of cool scenes there, I guess.
Oh, there is, for sure. When you're laying song tracks down for your recording or rehearsing, and you're putting the music to the lyrics, do you like to try new things to your sound?
Do we like to try new things?
To your sound?
Well, it's always like that. It's always trying to do something new, I guess. And then, because, I think that's how we keep it kind of somehow interesting. You always start putting something new in somewhere, and then we just keep on the stuff that works out. Most stuff don't work out. So I think it's always about renewal, I guess.
What favorite bands do you like to use for as an influence for your music?
Oh, well, I think the first influences came from some basic old school stuff like, Slayers and Megadeth, Metallica, and of course the Guitar Heroes, I guess from Malmsteen at some point. But nowadays it's really different because now you hear music all the time everywhere. You tour with so many bands, you get to hear new metal CDs all the time. So it's really hard to name any influences anymore. The influences come from unconsciously from all around, I guess.
I think so too, yeah. Jesse Heighton did a fantastic work on the Blood Drunk album's cover. Is he the same artist that designed your websites and your merchandise?
No, it's the guy who did the Blood Drunk was a totally new guy. He has never done anything. But he actually just designed the artwork for the cover, and then we were just using his stuff for merch and for the website.
Okay.
So pretty much he just did the cover, and then we've been using the artwork provided for the merchandise and the web store as well.
Can you tell us about your upcoming album, Skeletons in the Closet?
Yeah, it's a compilation of all the covers we have done. All the compilations of all the covers we have done during our career.
Oh, wow.
I think first tracks were recorded in 97 or something. We have all the time I've been into the studio, we've always done some covers, and some of them have been released with some, single B-side or some rare edition or whatever. So then a couple of years ago, someone suggested that it would be nice to get all the covers in one CD.
You have a video up on your MySpace of midget people advertising Skeletons in the Closet?
Yeah.
Where did that idea come from?
Yeah, it's pretty funny, I guess.
It was a real funny video when I seen it. Did the band members play in that video?
Play in the video?
Yeah, the promo for that video, Skeletons in the Closet. Were the band members playing in that video?
No, we were not playing.
Okay.
This one too.
Well, the Children of Bodom be coming out with a biography on a DVD that covers the band's history, behind-the-scenes tours, past interviews, and live video footage of these tours, or any unreleased songs on a DVD.
Oh, do we have one, or are we coming up with one?
Are you coming up with one?
We had already the one DVD, the so-called Not Live, almost 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of like all the stuff until that point, the Are You Dead Yet tour. And now with, I think we're gonna come up with when the next album comes out, that world tour, we're gonna put one together again that has everything. But yeah, so far now, until that point, the so-called Knockout Live DVD that has pretty much all the stuff.
Now that that Children of Bodom is conquering the world, what is the focus for the remainder of 2009? Will the band be resting once their tours are complete, or do they have new ideas for another album in the works for 2010?
We're going to be taking off the rest of the year for it then.
Okay.
Then we're going to down and after Christmas we're going to go back to rehearsal set, start putting new stuff together. Hopefully we'll be entering the studio for the summer 2010.
So are you writing new material for another album right now?
On tour we don't write anything, but Alexi has some things in his mind.
Okay.
When we're done at this tour, then we will totally concentrate on the writing.
Before we wrap up our interview, do you have any shout-outs to friends or fans?
No, I'm just, well, what can I say? This is the last thing of the long tour, and we're really happy to be out again, and on this last leg we're able to do a lot of new areas, cities, kind of. I just want to thank everybody who's been coming to the show, probably as many people as we have had so far. So, I want to say thanks to everybody for all.
Okay. Thank you, Hanka, for this interview. I would also like to send thanks to Tim Sadowski and Spine Farm Records. Horns High, you rock!
Okay, yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, you're welcome.